Hello Peeps, Jello Carded here, bringing you another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. Here we are, we've got a battle today against Mark. You may know him as Scizorsome. It's been a while since we battled him, and it was a really good match. Really good match. I enjoyed it. I think he did too. So I brought to this match, I brought Torkoal, Houndoom, Carbink, Sunflora, Flareon, and Steelix. And he brought Mr. Mime, Azumarill, the dreaded Doom Bunny, Golurk, Heatran, Scrafty, and that thing whose name I can't remember. Fabalion, is it? Is it? Or Terrakion? Terrakion, I think it's Terrakion. So yeah, it was a good match. Let's get started. Never realised how hard the touchscreen was to use without my stylus. Well, I lost it, it's just not nearby. So here we are, I opened up with Torkoal, and he opened up with his Terrakion, which wasn't so good because I knew this thing would be holding the Earthquake. But Torkoal is pretty tough, so I was sure I could take at least one. And I was right, I'd live with 1 hit point from a crit. That's pretty freaking cool. The weakness policy kicks off, but I wasn't actually going for an attack. I went for the yawn instead, because I wanted to try and put this thing to sleep. So we get the yawn off, he goes for another Earthquake to finish us off. Obviously he did, because we'd only got 1 hit point. Torkoal goes down, but that yawn proves to be so helpful. So helpful. So Terrakion goes to sleep. I bring in my Jedi Doom. Our girl, back on the field. He withdraws Terrakion because he doesn't want it sitting in, sleep and getting obliterated by a special attacker. Brings in Heatran, who's probably his best counter. He's probably expecting me to go for a Fire Blast, but I instead went for the Nasty Plot because it was sleeping, and I figured I could get the boost off while it was asleep. Because even if you switched, I'd still get that free turn. I then go for the Dark Pulse, which I know isn't resisted by this team because of the nerfing that the Steel type got at the introduction of Gen 6. He goes for a Flash Cannon, which unfortunately does get a crit. Another crit, that's the second crit he's had in four turns. Which is a major kick in the Volt Orbs, but we can go with it. So we go with the +2 Dark Pulse again, managed to KO it. Then he brings out the dreaded Doom Bunny. Well, I know for a fact I have the Aqua Jet, so I pull out Houndoom and I bring in Sunflora. He does go for the Aqua Jet just as I expected. Does more than I would have liked. He pulls out his Doom Bunny, brings in who is his Scrafty, and it gets the Intimidate off, which doesn't make a bit of difference to Sunflora because Sunflora is not physical in the slightest little bit. We go for the Giga Drain, doesn't do a lot because Scrafty is a special tank. Probably got the Assault Vest on it as well, which doesn't help. Bring in Carbink, who can actually hit this thing for 4 times super effective damage. Unfortunately, he does go for the knockoff and knocks off our leftovers, so there goes that recovery. He goes for the knockoff again, just for that stab damage. Doesn't do a lot to us. We go for the Reflect to get that physical protection up. He goes for the Poison Jab, which does neutral damage, but because of Carbink's stupid defences and because of the Reflect, it doesn't do much at all. We go for the Moonblast, does a good chunk of damage, considering that Carbink is not offensive at all. Then he withdraws his Scrafty and brings in Mr. Mime, who can take the Moonblast a lot better than Scrafty can, as demonstrated thus. We do get the special attack drop though, which is handy. He goes for the Charge Beam, try and get a boost off on us. He's probably going to try and set up on us with the Charge Beam, knowing that Carbink can't do much to him. So I decided to go for the Light Screen to try and buffer those special attacks. Then I withdraw and I bring back Houndoom because this thing does not want to fight Houndoom at all. He does go for the Psychic, fortunately. I mean, he could have gone for anything. He could have gone for another Child Beam for the boost. Fortunately, he did go for the Psychic. As I switched in Houndoom, it is absolutely useless because Houndoom's dark. And we managed to KO that thing with a super effective Study Bomb because Mr. Mime is part fairy. Then he brings back the Azumarill, who I didn't want to sit in on again because of that Aqua Jet. Bring back Sunflora. He goes for the Aqua Jet as predicted. Sunflora resists it quite nicely. He withdraws Doom Bunny again, not wanting that Giga Drain. Brings out Oob, who Sunflora can't really do much of anything to. Gets the Intimidate off. Drops Sunflora's attack. I go for the Morning Sun, try and get some HP back. Which I thought was quite a clever move. The light screen wears off, which doesn't make a lot of difference because at the moment with Scrapped on the field, I don't really fear the special attacks. Unfortunately, the Reflect is gone though, so I bring back Carbink. He gets the Drain Punch off, trying to recover some health. It does more damage than I would have liked to Carbink, but even so. He then pulls out, obviously not wanting the Moonblast, brings back Doom Bunny, who can actually hit us for super effective damage with that Aqua Jet. I go for the Moonblast because I wanted to try and get rid of that Scrafty before setting up the walls. Then he goes for the Belly Jet with the Citrus. This happened once before and he destroyed half my team like this. Fortunately, I'd gone for the Toxic. Fortunately. I was expecting him to just Aqua Jet me and kill me, but he went for the Belly Drum. So I was quite pleased to be able to get the poison off on this thing, because it's not going to want to sit in with the Toxic going. He goes for the +6 player off, misses Sunflora, which is really unfortunate for him. He made the kick in the Voltorbs. He goes for the second one. It does hit us. Takes out Sunflora, no problem, because it's +6 from a huge power Azumarill on a Sunflora who is not the tankiest of Pokemon. Then I bring in Flareon. I absolutely love Flareon so much, my favourite of the evolutions. Despite all the hate it gets, we go for the quick attack and we take out that menacing Doom Bunny. So the +6 Doom Bunny is gone. Sigh of relief on my side. He brings in the Golurk. I go for the Flare Blitz. Now Flareon is holding the Life Orb. We get the crit as well, which I just think really mattered on that thing. It does a butt-ton of recoil damage to us though, which is not good. Plus the Life Orb recoil as well. It takes us down to 60 HP from 148, so over half our health is gone from one attack. He then brings in the Sleeping Terrakion. I go for the Flare Blitz again, going for an all-or-nothing approach with Flareon. We do just under half damage, knocks us down to 35 HP with the recoil, 21 after Life Orb. I didn't really think Flareon was going to be able to do much, but he was my only priority on the team, so I switched him out and bring back Houndoom, because Houndoom's got the special attacks, which I don't think Terrakion really wants to take. It's much more of a physical wall than a special one. Go for the Fire Blast. It doesn't do as much damage as I hoped. It is resisted. I can never remember what Terrakion's type is. I thought it was rock, ground. So it was a ground fighting. I don't know. I can't remember. Go for the Sludge Bomb again. It's resisted. He wakes up with a tiny little bit of health. Tiny little bit of health. But he does wake up, goes for the Earthquake, gets rid of our Jedi Doom, which is really unfortunate. But we can come back in with Flareon and kill this thing with a quick attack. So glad I saved Flareon for that priority. It came in clutch there. Really did. That's 2 kills to Flareon. No, 3 kills now to Flareon. And we still live with 7 HP. Still alive, still hanging in there. Then he brings back Oob, gets the Intimidate off on us, but Flareon's got so much attack power. Plus the Life Orb, that -1 doesn't really make a lot of difference. Go for the Flare Blitz. Final or nothing attack, takes down Oob. Flareon also faints from the recoil. But I think that was his last Pokemon. It was. So Flareon, the false prophet, coming through, taking the match, 4 kills. Well, 4 knockouts. 4 knockouts to Flareon. So there you go, peeps. See, Flareon just gets so much hate because of its bad move pool. But if you use it right, it can be a monster. Flareon for the win. I absolutely love Flareon. I really do. I'm so happy that it was able to shine as well as it did in this match. But all credit to my opponent. That was a great team. That Terrakion had me really worried. And to be honest, I was a little worried about that Golurk when it came out. That crit, that was just a major kick in the Voltorb, because he probably just could have gone for the Earthquake and taken down Flareon there, because Flareon's got no physical defense investment. So an Earthquake probably would have taken us out. If I hadn't got the crit on the Golurk, the entire match probably would have been completely different. But saying that, I didn't even get a chance to bring Steelix out onto the field, and I still had Carbink, so I'm not sure how that would have gone. But yeah, either way, it's a really great match. I didn't lose it this time due to a stupid mistake either, because the last time I battled Mark, for whatever reason, I decided to finish the battle with a Fire Blast when I had it pretty much sealed with a Dark Pulse, and it cost me the battle because I missed. But yeah, anyway, peeps, let me know you like this video by leaving a like and thumbs up on the video, just to let me know you've enjoyed it as much as I did doing it. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. Give me your feedback. I love reading those comments, and I do respond to every single one of them. Subscribe to my channel, as I do bring at least one new video every single day. I will be doing that now since I'm back. Every day you'll have a new video. That is a Jedi promise. You can take that to the bank. Stay cool, peeps, and I will see you next time. Bye bye. Bye bye.